Hi Leo, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Leo. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if the reading doesn't resonate with you, check out your other placements. If it does, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Leo, grounding your energy, Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, yeah. Yep, that's exactly what it feels like, my Leo babies. Okay. I'm a Leo sun, so yeah, I'm getting that feeling of being in a cage again, still, since the last reading that I've done for you. Okay, we'll go into your challenge position, what's coming towards you, and your advice. In your challenge position, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Devil. Yikes. Yeah, in the challenge. So there could be something that is like, with the Devil here, the major arcana, some type of like addiction or something, a mental loop, or like a situation that like you're just kind of stuck in, you know, you're going around over and over. It's like the cycle of karma, Groundhog Day, like nothing is really changing. And when it changes like you feel kind of sadder. Yeah, and I don't mean to laugh, it's just like, what the hell? Okay, Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you could be blocking off some emotions that you're having, some feelings in regards to a situation. You could be grieving, or you know, you could also be like looking for love or looking for an outlet, like some way to express and like open your heart chakra. But with the Two of Swords, it's like you're completely blocked off, you're protecting yourself. Okay, but you're also not really seeing the truth, like what's going on right in front of you. So with the Ace of Cups and the Devil, yeah, this could be like toxicity, you know, toxic emotions, like feelings of like a lower vibrational state, either because of like your environment where you are, there's like a feedback loop happening, you know, with the eight, like this is infinity on its side. So yeah, you're just kind of like repeating the same pattern. And it feels like when you are experiencing change, it's going more like in a downward spiral rather than an upward. So you're just like, okay, like, is my life just going in this trajectory? Is it my environment, like the relationship with the environment, that's creating some type of feedback loop that's like causing this downward spiral? Like, do things get better? Will my health improve? Will my mental state improve? My career, you know, my friendships, my love life, like all of those questions, you're just, again, like thinking and like kind of obsessing over, like, you know, what decisions did I make in the past that led me here? And now that I'm here as an adult, you know, the frontal lobe is like fully formed, like a mature, okay, like I have a routine, I have things that I should be grateful for, and like blessings, of course. And, you know, you try to keep an open mind and try to appreciate all of those blessings. But at the same time, you're somehow like left wondering, like, is there more? Like, does my life, can I have more, essentially? And you're not trying to be selfish, you're just more curious. Like, you know, when it comes to like manifestation or, yeah, things of that nature, like, what am I gonna put my energy into? What am I gonna pour my like manifestations, or, you know, ways of generating abundance, my vision board, okay? Like, what do I want my vision board to look like? Like, is it worth it to focus on certain things over others? What's coming towards you? This is a little bit concerning. So you've got the Death, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. You know, straight off the bat with the death here and the King of Pentacles, there could be an actual passing away of like older paternal or authority type figure, or there could be an ending in a situation where this type of person has authority over you. So you could be leaving like a job, a situation. There's going to be a cycle coming to a close, okay? A cycle coming to an end, and this is coming towards you with the Three of Pentacles. You know, something that is involving some like collaboration or strategizing. So after this ending happens, you might be back to the drawing board if it is, you know, something work related, okay? Like how am I gonna like, you know, get a new like job? So if, you know, if there's an ending with this like type of boss or authority figure, whether if you're leaving or they're leaving, kind of like, yeah, strategizing, going back to the drawing board. Like, so there's going to be a reshuffling of either roles or like finances. Yeah, it's interesting energy. So just keep an eye out for that. Again, you know, you want to be careful what you wish for, especially when it comes to, yeah, like wanting to like think like, oh, like my life, you know, I want other things, or, you know, I'm like trapped in a situation, I'm a prisoner of the decisions that I've made, and now they're just playing out and I'm watching them play out. There's a fine line between, yeah, like gratitude, being grateful for the things you have, and okay, like wanting more, and, you know, trying to, yeah, be very mindful of like, what do you want more of, and what things are also inevitable. Like there are certain things that will change that are going to be inevitable and out of your control, but also like don't put yourself in like a blame for things that are out of your control and coming to an end. So your advice, you've got the Three of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. This is weird energy, especially with the Five of Pentacles being here. It's almost like, I feel like you already feel like you're an outsider in a lot of situations. You know, Leos, like, they really cherish their privacy almost to a fault. Like, they rather isolate. They rather, yeah, be alone, and like rather than be in crowds where they have to blend too much or assimilate too much and move away from their authentic selves. I feel like, yeah, with this Three of Cups and Page of Cups energy, it's like you know, the cups here, like, it's just kind of feels like inauthentic, like it's making you, pulling you into like some toxic behaviors here with the Ace of Cups and the Devil. Again, like you're probably like over the bar scene, like you don't really care about those things. You don't care about like meeting up for drinks or like gossiping, just like lower based activities. But then as a result of that, you find yourself like on the outside of situations or isolating, just because you rather like preserve your energy. But at the same time, it's becoming kind of like lonely, and it's backfiring because you're not networking, you're not really collaborating with others. I feel like there's going to be a big change that is going to force you to collaborate and network and strategize and move back to some type of drawing board. But when it comes to, yeah, like social situations, like this is falling in your advice though, so it's kind of like contradictory. But again, it's going to be a fine line. Like like, do you put yourself in situations where you feel like an outsider and like move away from your inauthentic self, like just to be around people, you know, just to say that you went out? Or is it better, yeah, just to continue to like isolate and like, but you know, I think what you're, okay, yeah, I think it's going to be more beneficial to move towards like activities that are fulfilling for you. Of course, that's like, you know, obvious, but I think you're struggling like finding out what those things are. I think you used to know what they are or what they were, and now you've evolved, like a part of you has changed, a part of you has like gotten to know people on a different level, and like you've seen like who stuck around and who has like showed their true colors over time. And not to say that they had anything against you or have anything against you, it's just like you're trying to figure out who your people are, and in that process there's going to be, yeah, a feeling of like being on the outsider, but there's a benefit to that. You know, you're able to observe and like become a detached observer. I think, yeah, you're gonna need more time to observe and see things play out. And I think once the right thing piques your interest, you'll know what direction to go in, because most Leos are very passionate about, you know, the things that they pursue. And if you're not feeling passionate about anything at this time, you're not going to have that energy and drive to finish it. But I think it's been a while since you felt like that. Okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I think, yeah, in terms of your love life, like you're very picky about the type of partner that you want. You want somebody who is spiritually like in tuned and knowledgeable and kind of like on a similar path, and if not spiritual, like religious, if you know you're practicing a particular faith, like that's, as you get older, that's becoming more important to you, and not necessarily, you know, because of the religion, but because of tradition. Yeah, I feel like you might be getting like more traditional as you age. Okay, number 40, sacrifice, the bull. Wow, I'm going to read the definition from the book because I feel like this is an important message. Okay. All worthwhile things mean we must sacrifice something. Martyrdom rarely is a good choice. It is good to trust your tribe. Have faith that all will be well. Reciprocity and offering to something bigger than you is a powerful act. Wow. So I think, yeah, maybe look into like, I don't know, like not donation, but like not sacrifice either, pouring your heart. But I think that's the thing. It's like you want to do that, but in what? Into what? Okay, the magic. Most societies no longer sacrifice bulls, okay, like our ancestors did, but the concept of sacrifice remains. Bull energy can help you make the sacrifices you may need to make in order to support your work or something you desire. Bull magic can also be used to move yourself out of the sacrificial or martyrdom position you may have fallen into. Many of us continually sacrifice our own needs over and over and become unhealthily selfless as a result. This only breeds resentment and extreme neediness, which is very damaging to our growth. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a good idea to look at like, have you become a martyr? Have you like sacrificed your life? And I feel like that's the feeling you have with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, like you feel like you've become kind of like a prisoner based of like out of your own decisions that you've made in the previous years, and now you're just stuck. But I think it's, yeah, that sense of like martyrdom and sacrificing your life because of the fear of like being alone. Oh, my poor Leo. Okay. Let me know if this resonated. I hope it helped. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.